Hello everyone, welcome back to Year 9 Mathematics. My name is Victor, and today we're going to talk about how money makes money. If you put money in a bank, they pay you a percentage for letting them use it. So if you borrow money to buy a car, you have to pay a percentage on top of what you borrowed. This extra money is called interest. We're going to be learning about simple interest here. And we have the formula, as you can see right here. The formula for simple interest is I, which is the interest earned, equals PRT. They all times together. We have principal, we have rate, and time as years. Rate as the decimal. So I, the interest here, is the actual dollar amount of extra money earned or charged. P, principal, is the starting amount. This is the starting money that you invested or borrowed. The R is the rate, the percentage. Because the formula has a 100 at the bottom, you just plug the raw number in there. You don't actually need to convert the percentage to put a decimal first. NT, which is time, this is the duration of the loan or investment. So we have the example right here. We want to invest 5,000 at 4% PA for 3 years, sorry. So you're investing $5,000 at a rate of 4% PA per years per annum, sorry, for 3 years. This is going to be Latin for per year. So let us write the formula first. Now, because this is R as decimal, technically the original, this is like the original formula. This is as decimal, P, so R, and then T. So, but if you want to simplify it more, you can just remember there's 100 here, and you don't actually need to divide the R by like a 100 or so. So you can just plug the raw numbers into this. Just as I said before. So you want to substitute the numbers here. So let's put 5,000. Multiply by 4, multiply by 3, and this is going to be divided by 100, because the principal is going to be 5,000, the rate is going to be 4, the time is going to be 3, and so we're going to calculate the top. 5 times 4 is 20,000, times 3 is going to be 60,000, divided by 100, that's going to give us $600, right there, $600, and the interest earned is $600. Now, because you just found about I, you also need to find about the total amount as well. So in total, right, because there's a question that can ask you, like, what's the total amount in your bank account? You just need to add the interest into the original principal. So the original principal is 5,000 plus the interest is going to be 600. This will give us 56 and 2 zeros. That's it. That's that, really. You can use the original one as well, but you need to convert this 4% into like 0.04, which can trip up some people. So I prefer to just have the raw numbers plug and play, and that's really it. So that's one example. What about another example? What if we want to do something like we want to invest a P, which is the principal of $2,000, with a rate that is going to be 5% per PA per annum, and the time is going to be 6 months. 6 months. This is not going to be an year. This is going to be 6 months. So you have to be very, very careful about this 6 months. This is like a big trap. So you invest $2,000 at 5% per year for 6 months. You need to match the time units to the rate units. The rate is per year, as you can see, per annum, but the time is in months. They do not match. You cannot put a 6 in the formula. What you want to do is you want to convert the 6 months into an year. So 6 is half a year, so 6 by 12 is going to be 1.5 years, or 0.5. I like to use both. Let's use 0.5 here for it to be simple. So 0.5 years. Now This annum here matches with the years, 0.5, which is very good now. Now we can plug and play. So our I, which is going to be our interest, is RT over 100. We can plug in the raw numbers. We have 2,000 multiplied by, 2,000 multiplied by the R, which is going to be 5% per annum. T is going to be 0.5 here, over 100. This is going to give us around 5,000 over 100, which is going to give us $50. This is going to be our interest. And if just in case that they ask about the total amount of dollars that you have in your bank account for some reason, then you just need to write out total equals P plus I. So you have P, which is 2,000 plus I 50 here. This is going to give you $2,050 or so. That's it. So please remember, have this step. Like questions, some certain questions can ask you like what are the total amount of that you have in your bank account, or they won't ask you the interest. They will ask you like what's the bank account. So you convert the percentage to decimal. You can do that, or you can write the raw formula, but you need to put the raw formula as decimal here, like 0.4. Some people like to do that, some people don't. So today's habits: always write the formula first for these types of questions where it's very real world. It's almost very formulaic. So write the formula first, and critically, always match the time units to the rate units. This is a big trap. If they say per year, make sure that your time is converted into years. So do a check, please. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.